Welcome or welcome back. Moving right along on this before and after train, which is moving right along because we're selling the house. Whew, we had real estate pictures done yesterday. This house will be listed probably tomorrow. It's going to be a wild ride. But this is video 4 of the before and afters. Today we're going to be doing Dave's man cave. You know the drill. Before we can show you the after, we have to go back to what it started as. So let's see the before.
In here we have another room that's going to be basically, I'm going to turn it into probably a room with stadium seating and stuff and make this kind of like a movie room. So that's the plan with that.
Okay guys, this video is probably going to be pretty short and sweet, which is a nice break from the last video because I know that kitchen remodel video was a pretty long video. To transform this room, we did very minimal things, and as you know, paint can really transform a room all in itself. But all we did in this room was paint, change out the ceiling fan, and the doors. The doors were the major thing that we did in this room to change the space. When we first moved in, as you saw, it had the 2 double doors, solid doors, so French doors that were just solid. You couldn't see through them.
Come in here and doctor it up.
We decided to take those down and we replaced them with glass French doors. Now, to get them to fit in the frame, we had to do a lot of doctoring up. We had to enlarge these areas so that the hinges would fit because these doors were pretty heavy. And let me just show you what all we had to do. I was gonna put it up on my shoe.
Oh, okay. Go for it. Look how high that is.
My hands are slipping because they're sweaty.
Is that going to do you right?
Should.
It's pretty close. I'll do the down here first. I'll do this one first to try to make it easy on you. That way you ain't got to lift it up.
All right, we got them hung. I think what we are going to do is get a piece of trim piece to go on the front so there's not such a huge gap between the 2 doors. What do you think? How about your new man cave doors?
I think it looks good.
Everything is all caulked and ready for paint. Got all the nail holes filled and just a nice smooth bead of caulk on both sides. Then we're still not done with these doors. When that is done, then Dave can do whatever you do, drill the holes for the handles. We have handles for both sides. These handles, they are non-turning handles, so they don't turn. They just, you know, you like your let me see if I can do this. Let me put you down somewhere and I'll see if I can do this. You know, like you're a Southern Belle. Why is this so hard? You know, like you're a Southern Belle and you just push the doors open. You push them open and you just walk into a room and, you know. You know how them women do. Yeah, so there you go. There you have it. Southern Belle French doors. No, really. I do think that they turned out really good. They added a whole lot to the space. Of course, we also painted the room. This was before paint. Like I've said before, everything was white. So we did paint the walls and we got new carpet. And that was it. Okay, now that you have seen the before, let's show you the after. Okay, so there wasn't a whole lot of changes that we did in this room. Basically, all it was some paint. Dave chose his own paint, and of course we went with the monochromatic look. It's just another shade of gray, and carpeting. Pretty much everything in this room we already had. I will point out what we bought once we moved to this house. But one of the major things that we did in this room to change the whole look was the doors. When we moved in, as you saw in that before footage, there were French doors, yes, but they were solid doors. You couldn't see through them. That's the ice maker in there. We're just gonna go with it. It is what it is. But you could not see through them. I did like that there were French doors. I do think French doors add a lot of character, but what we decided to do was take those doors down, and we found these doors at either Home Depot or Lowe's, and they almost fit perfectly. We did have to modify them a little bit to fit in this space. What we had to do was kind of bulk up the molding around this door. We did have to add this molding up here that you see so that the doors could have something to catch on as they closed. And there was quite a significant gap between the doors, so we did add this molding on the outside so that it would kind of close that gap. Most of the time we do leave these doors open. I do think though that it really adds a layer of depth with the reflection, the see-through. Architecturally, I just think it adds something to this whole hallway here. I just think it looks a whole lot better as a pass-through, as a see-through, than just having two solid doors there. Also, when we first purchased these doors, they were unfinished, just raw wood. So we did have to paint them. We did have to add hardware. These door handles are fixed door handles. You buy them specifically for doors like this that don't have the traditional, I don't know what it's called, but when you turn the doorknob, how you have the, anyway, I hope you know what I'm trying to say. I don't know if I'm making any sense or not, but these are fixed door handles. And then we also did find on Amazon these catches at the top. So that's how the doors catch. It's called something specific, but I don't know what it's called. Now this door on this side, we do have to have it open with one of these, otherwise it just closes on its own. But yes, these doors are one of the most prettiest thing, I think. I mean, if a man cave can be pretty, I think it's one of the prettiest aspects of the whole entryway when you walk into the house. And of course, being that it's a man cave, it is full of things that Dave loves. He does love the Philadelphia Eagles for NFL, and he does love Penn State for college football. He also likes basketball, and he also likes baseball, so he does have some baseball things, some basketball things in here. And it's just things that he has collected over the years. A lot of these have been given to him for Christmas presents, for birthday presents. He had these cornhole boards made for him, and of course he has them hanging as decoration because he refuses to use them for what they're meant to be used for because he's scared that they're gonna get messed up. But yes, he has lots and lots of football memorabilia. He has his PlayStations down here. He's a PlayStation guy. He doesn't own an Xbox, but yeah, it's just all of his things. And the only things that we did besides the French doors, we did hang a ceiling fan up here with lights because, like I said in one of the previous videos, none of the rooms in this house had lights in them. They did have ceiling fans, but no lights. So we did add ceiling fans in every room that have lights on them. We also added the vertical blinds, horizontal blinds? Horizontal blinds. Blinds, we added blinds. And the carpeting, which is the same carpeting that you saw in our master bedroom. It's the same carpeting all throughout the house. I love it. It's very cushiony. It's very soft. It's nice to walk on. Now, as far as the furniture, and of course, you know, all of our furniture is going to be moving with us when we do sell this house. But most of this furniture we moved with us. Dave already had this man cave couch in our Southport, North Carolina house. This furniture, this entertainment center, which is huge, as you can see, it spans the whole width of the wall. This was actually in our living room in our house in Southport, North Carolina. And if you remember the video of the living room, dining room entryway of this home, where our TV is sitting now, this would not fit in there. So we were very lucky that this fit in here perfectly. I mean, that's all the space that you have on either side of the cabinet. So it was almost like that this entertainment center was meant for this room when we first moved here. We already had this as well when we moved here. He already had the coffee table. So basically all we have added is some of the things that are hanging on the wall, some of the things that he has gotten over time. And another thing that Dave loves, if you are not following his channel, which I know you can see the reflection pretty bad in the video, but he's a huge lover of cars. Cars that go fast, cars that have big motors. So he does have a collection of cars that he has collected over time. Now, this collection used to be a whole lot more extensive than it is now. He has gotten rid of a lot of things over the years. Some he has given away. I know he gave a lot of them to our grandkids and also my son Brandon. But yeah, this is Dave's room, all his, and Mickey and Minnie's too. Now, he does not spend a lot of time in here, not because he doesn't want to, just because he hasn't had time to. So that is something that we are definitely looking for in a new house, whatever we end up purchasing. We are definitely looking for a house that has enough bedrooms for a master, a spare bedroom, and also a bedroom for a man cave and a bedroom for a craft room. Because as you can see, his collection of sports memorabilia and video games and all of that is pretty extensive. So he wants his own room and we want to give him his own room. So that's it. This video is probably going to be pretty short and sweet because there's just not a whole lot to it. But he loves his room and I love that for him. Hope you enjoyed all those YouTube-y things. I'll see you in the next one.